This video is for my fellow shy people. So the reason that you are still shy is because you are not acting confident. So if you are just trying not to be shy, well then you are actually reaffirming that you are shy and you are still acting shy because you are still feeling shy and you are thinking shy. And if you are feeling and thinking shy, oftentimes it's going to reflect on how you act. And if you are doing that consistently over time, then you're going to feel trapped in that cycle of just being shy and then just trying not to be shy, which can feel even more frustrating. So we want to talk in this video on how we get out of that trap of the shy loop and how instead we move into being confident. So how we do this is we get in touch with our most confident version of ourselves. So we begin to ask ourselves, well, what would my most confident version of myself do in this situation? And then we can, there's a dog. And then we can begin to think that way of what the most confident version of ourselves do. And then we can take those actions, and then by doing that consistently over time, we're going to begin to feel that way. And when we begin to feel that way consistently over time, we're going to build that trust, we're going to build that faith in ourselves. And really, bless you, that's what confidence is. Confidence is building that ability of trust and faith in ourselves. So you've probably experienced this already before in some area of your life. I'm sure it's not that you're shy in all areas of life. There might be one area that you are already confident, or if not, that's okay. But let me think and tell you an example of this. So maybe you joined the gym a couple of years ago, and at first you felt really shy to go there and to perform your exercises, but over time you kept consistently showing up and you kept pushing yourself day by day out of your comfort zone. And then over time, by doing that, you actually started to enjoy the gym, you started to build a community, you started to feel more confident in yourself because you were proud of yourself. You said you were going to do something and then you did it, and you showed up consistently and kept going. So then that built trust in yourself, that built faith in yourself, and that built confidence in yourself, not only within that gym, but that was confidence that you could take into every area of your life as well, and that could have a knock-on effect in other areas of your life. So you didn't wait until you didn't feel shy. You didn't wait until you didn't have shy thoughts. Instead, what you decided to do in that situation was to think, what would the most confident version of myself do? And then take those actions, and then over time you felt it. So the thing about confidence is that it's not that we just feel that way right away. We feel confident by consistently doing what it is that we want to do, and then we build that faith, we build that trust in ourselves consistently, and then we feel confident. So first comes action, and then second comes feeling confident. So I'm going to ask you a question. What area of your life do you want to improve your confidence? What area of your life do you feel like not being confident is holding you back? And take a moment to connect with the version of yourself that is confident, and ask them what it is that they would do. And then we go ahead and we take those actions consistently. It is scary, and oftentimes with doing something new, it creates a sense of fear, because of course the unknown is scary. If we've not done something before, it is normal to feel fear around that. But the thing around fear, and the truth about fear, is that the only way to get past that fear is to do the thing that we are afraid of anyway, and then we come out the other sides. So oftentimes if we're shy, we find that we're also afraid. We're afraid to express ourselves, or we're afraid to try the new exercise, or we're afraid to go live on video, or we're afraid to express ourselves and dance publicly at a disco. So really as well is moving past that fear, we must do the thing that it is that we are afraid of, or start to take small steps towards that action. So an example that I can share with you is I connected with the highest version of myself and asked her what she was doing, and I found out that she was a speaker and was a thought leader and was sharing her thoughts, was sharing her wisdom, and was sharing her experiences both through the camera and on stages as well. So I knew that I wanted to speak. but I was shy and I was afraid to speak, especially after growing up, and my biggest fear was being in school, raising my hand in class. Like, I just did not want to do that. I didn't want anyone to call out my name. I didn't want to speak out in class. I felt really shy, really awkward, and really uncomfortable, to the point where I would literally be sweating in class, being like, please don't pick me, because I felt so shy to speak. But really what I actually wanted was, I really wanted someone to force me to speak. I really wanted someone to still trust and give me that opportunity and show me how to be confident. The same when I was in dance school and felt afraid to fully express myself, or felt afraid to go for the lead role in like singing or dancing. I really wanted someone to help me with being confident, even though there was like a push and pull in my body. It was like half of me just didn't want to be seen and wanted to be curled up, and half of me wanted to be brought out of her cave and wanted to be shown how, I wanted to flourish and want to express. And that is why that I want to share this message with you today, because I had to go through this. I went through the belief of feeling like I can never be confident, that I'm just shy, and people around me would reaffirm that I'm shy, because I would have shy behaviours such as not speaking up when I'm in a group of my friends, or when I'm at a disco, feeling too shy to dance, or wanting to become a personal trainer but then not going for it because I felt I was too shy to actually teach a class. So then people would affirm around me, oh, you're just shy, it's okay, you're just shy, so we won't ask you a question, you're just shy, so we won't do this. But what I didn't know is that just because being shy was a part of my personality, that didn't mean that I cannot become confident. Because really our personality is just a mix of who we have been being for a consistent period of time. So the thoughts that we were having turned into the actions that we were doing, and the actions that we are doing consistently over time becomes who we are as a person, which becomes our personality. But the thing about our personality is our personality can change. In the past, I saw myself as shy. Right now, I see myself as confident. I may not feel very different. I may still feel the same inside, and I may still feel those fears of dancing in a crowd. I may still feel those fears of making this video. I may still feel those fears of speaking in public. But the difference about it is my actions. By having those confident actions, I now see myself as confident, and now other people see me as confident. Even though I may not feel very different, I might still feel shy feelings. But the difference about feeling shy feelings and staying in the cycle is that instead I take that and connect with the more confident version of myself, see what I'll be doing, and go ahead and take those actions. So an example of this, I think I got totally sidetracked there actually. I was going to tell you an example. So the example was of me not being able to express myself and not being able to speak. So what I went ahead and done was joined a public speaking meetup in my local city when I was living in Dublin. And I went to this meetup group, and I signed up many times online before I went there because I felt scared to go, I felt nervous, I felt shy. I was going to have to speak in front of a group of people. I didn't know what to expect, it was new for me. But after cancelling for a couple of weeks, I decided to go. And when I went to this group, it was a group of people who were all practicing their public speaking skills. So automatically I felt more comfortable being in a room of other people who were there with the same goals and we were going through the same thing. But what I experienced is when I stood up to talk in front of those people and to tell people who I am and why I'm there, I just broke down into tears. Broke down into tears because I had a flashback of remembering how it was like for me in school, not being able to express myself, feeling shy, not being able to speak up. Bless me. I probably should have water beside me. And I've not been able to speak up. But what happened was I just flooded out in tears as I was saying this. But as I was saying this, I described to the group that this is how fear looks like, and this is how overcoming your fear looks like. Because to overcome your fear, you must feel the fear and do that thing anyway. And I knew this logically because I read the book. I literally read the book called Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway. Great book, by the way. really helped with this, and this is what helped me realize that I can actually go forward with this action, because logically this book taught me that feeling of fear never goes away. It never goes away if we are constantly doing new things, because when we do new things, that is outside of our comfort zone. Anything new is technically outside of our comfort zone, and if we are outside of our comfort zone, it's unknown, and usually we are going to feel some sort of fear. And when we feel that fear, oftentimes we don't feel confidence. So what I learned was really we have to feel the fear and we have to do what we're afraid of anyway. And then when we consistently do that action time and time again, we then feel more confident, that fear falls away. Or maybe it is that fear doesn't fully fall away. Maybe when we first started, our fear was this size and it shrinks down smaller, and we train ourselves with taking the confident actions. So after the end of this class, and after I described to everyone why I was here, that I was here because I wanted to speak, but I feel afraid to speak, and I feel like I have something to say and to share with the world, but I'm also struggling and going through this again, and also describing that I'm working as a confidence coach, and the next step in my confidence was to actually come over this fear of speaking and to grow my own confidence in this area as well. And the reason why I'm here and still crying and still speaking is because I know the only reason through it is to feel the fear and to do it anyway. By the end of that class, I already literally felt way more confident speaking. I felt like I was so well received by that group, because I was in a group of people who were all feeling the same thing, and people at the end of the group actually said how amazing and impactful it was for them to experience that, because it allowed and created a space for other people to open up and to be vulnerable and to share really what we all were feeling inside, but just no one had said yet. So it was a really special moment, and that was a full example of how to go from being shy in an area to going to be confident in an area. So I went back to this class week after week consistently, because I knew that confidence is a muscle. Confidence is a muscle that needs to be grown. And to grow a muscle, you must consistently work it out. If you've been to the gym before and done a bicep curl, you've probably realised that if you do a bicep curl once, not going to make a big difference. But if you consistently do 10 bicep curls per day, well then you're going to have a big bicep. That bicep is going to grow over time because you are consistently putting in the actions that it takes for a bicep to grow. Confidence is no different. If you consistently put in the steps that it takes to grow confidence, it will grow. And if that confidence grows, well, it doesn't allow as much space for that being shy or for that fear anymore. Because when this area grows, the other area of fear and being shy shrinks. Not that it fully ever goes away, but it shrinks, and this becomes what we now are now. Because we made the decision. We had the thought, then we decided to take the action of what our most confident version of ourselves would do. And then, when we were consistent, we started to feel confident. And we consistently do this again. In one area of our life, we realize that it's also possible in other areas of our life. And maybe for you it is that you have already overcome some challenges of going from shy to confident in one area of your life. So if you've done that in one area of your life, it is possible to apply that principle to another area of your life. You've already done it. I'm sure there's already been things that we've all overcome, challenges that we felt afraid of, that we've already overcome. Take a moment just to think of one. And realize how you've done the action that you felt afraid of anyway. And then when you've done that consistently, you started to be confident and then to feel confident. So to end this video, I just want to let you know that for us shy people out here, it is possible for us to be confident. It's not something that you're just born with. Yeah, maybe some people are born with being confident. Maybe because of their upbringing, maybe because of their culture, Maybe because of their environment, they felt confident. But not you. Maybe because of those same situations, you felt shy. And then you've led and been grown up and believed to be that you are shy. But I'm here to tell you that just because you are shy or you feel shy right now, doesn't mean that it has to stay that way. You have a choice. And you have a choice to connect with that more confident version of yourself, to take those actions, to feel confident, and to grow that muscle. I wish you all the best in connecting with your most confident version of yourself. And bye for now. Bye from the dog too, he's sleeping.